Hi everyone, welcome to this PRYSM IO Academy. So today we are here in the second chapter out of the four we will have. As a reminder, in the PRYSM IO Academy, we will roughly do one chapter every 2 weeks. The goal of those is to give you meaningful information and insights to build your knowledge on PRYSM IO, the product ecosystem around it, and the impact it can have on your business. And I said we, because today I have the pleasure to have Lorenzo Rubio with me. It's our app product manager in EUNA, and he will help me go through the app side of PRYSM.io today. So hi, Lorenzo.
Hello, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. So I will do first some very hands-on information, very concrete information, and then Lorenzo will take you through the app. So
Yes,
to start with, as a reminder, the four chapter we'll have. In chapter 1, we cover the market data, our device evolution at Nu Skin, and the specificity, the technology of PRYSM.io. So watch again this one if you're interested in those points. Today, chapter 2, we will be really hands-on, as I said, with the how to use, how to calibrate the device, and getting to know your way through the app. Chapter 3, we will focus on how PRYSM.io can elevate your business. And finally, we will do a deep dive into chapter 4 into the PRYSM.io certified product. So let's start straight away with chapter 2 today, how to use the product and the deep dive in the app. So how to use? It's the first basic question, but to me, I'm rather wondering first, what will I get if I get the PRYSM.io? So let's see what you have in the box when you receive it. In the box, once you open this very sleek and beautiful case, you will have the PRYSM.io device, the stand that allows you to put a smartphone or a tablet on it, a large travel case to protect your device, the quick start guide, super important. Always read quick start guide before using a new device, the charging cable, and the very important calibration chip. Never lose it, please. Keep it preciously, and a cloth to clean your device between scans. So if you take the device for the very first time, you've never seen it, the basic information you have to know are four things. The scanning lens, where you will put your finger to scan, is right in the middle on top of the device. And all around the scanning lens, you have the indicator lights indicating your PRYSM score. And on the side of the device, you have the power button and the charging port that is a USB-C one. Before you use your PRYSM.io for the first time, you must connect it to the app and set up your device. It's really a duo. The app works with the device. So the first step is to download the PRYSM.io app. Then you power on your device and the indicator lights will flash white, indicating that you need to follow the setup in the app. So you need to follow the instruction to connect it and calibrate it in the app. So you will follow in the app the instructions to calibrate your device using the calibration disk we spoke about. But it's very easy. It seems complicated because we are taking time to explain it, but actually it's super intuitive. So for the calibration, the calibration chip is in the PRYSM.io box. And roughly it's the size of a coat button. And it has a face that is dark, black, and a face that is more brown. And that's very important for the next slide. So as you can see here, the app will walk through very intuitively through the calibration process. And there are basically 3 steps for the calibration using the calibration disk. The first step is performed by flashing the QR code you have on the side of the disk. And then you will be asked to put the calibration disk over the lens, but the dark side down. So you can see that we see the brown side. It means the dark side is touching the device, basically. Once this done, the app will ask you to flip the calibration disk and to put the brown side against the device. and you will know when that step is done. Last step of the calibration, last final step, is to put your finger on the lens. And here, as for every scan later on, it's better to use your index that is clean and dry. And finally, you will see clearly when the calibration is complete. So now, how to scan? It's super simple again, extremely intuitive. So before to use PRYSM IO, make sure that it's charged. If, for instance, you did the calibration a few days ago and now you are ready to start scanning, you have to turn on the device by pressing the power button. The red light in the center in the lens of the device will flash, indicating that the device is ready to scan. So then you can place your finger on the device to cover the entire lens, and the scan will start automatically. During those 15 seconds, be sure not to remove your finger from the lens. The indicator lights will circle during the scan, and when the scan is done, a single color will blink, and that will indicate your score. Here you see it's green. And the indicator lights, the green one here, will display for a few seconds, and then the lens will flash red again, indicating it's ready to perform another scan. Now, if no scan is performed during 1 minute, the device will automatically switch off. So that's super good. We have some tips for you as well to always make sure that you are in the perfect conditions for the perfect scanning. So the first one is to place the PRYSM IO on a flat, level surface before scanning. Then you should keep the device away from water and moisture because it's not waterproofed. And make sure your finger is clean and dry. We also recommend that you align your finger and the center of your fingertip, let's say, with the center of the scanning lens as accurately as possible. And that is basically to make sure that your finger fully covers the lens to block any external light that would come during the scan. And last but not least, remain still during 15 seconds. Seems like a long time sometimes, but no. Let's take this 15 seconds and breathe in the meantime. Now, you are ready to scan the world. That's great. It's fantastic even. But the more important thing for us and for you is to create a relationship with your customer, to do product recommendation, and finally lock in ADRs, and then follow up on it, nurture the relation. That was all for me about the basics of how to first start with your device. Now let's let the floor to Lorenzo that will go through in detail of the app features that is exclusively made for you guys.
Yeah, I
Lorenzo,
will
tell
tell
us
you
more.
more. Yeah, I hope you will understand me very well because I have a light Spanish accent. But anyway, I think the app you will understand without issues because the app is very easy, very user friendly. So you will see. But before to start to going into the app, I will tell you some general information about that. For now, the app is available already in English and in local languages. So if you have people on other markets, they can use the app in French, Spanish, German, whatever. And the app is available for iOS and for Android. But it's important to differentiate between the brand affiliate interface and the customer interface because right now the customer interface is not available on app stores. Okay, so what is the difference? The difference is that on the customer interface you can buy through the app directly, and with the brand affiliate interface you can send product offer links. So you will see that how we do that in the next slides.
Okay,
But yeah,
so for
the
now,
customers, yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
yeah. I think we were saying the same thing. When will be ready the customers interface? It will be ready hopefully by the end of January. Yeah, so we will get some news from now to the end of January.
Okay, perfect. That was my point indeed.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, yeah. So if you think I forget something, don't hesitate. So the primary objective of the app is obviously the device management, right? To be able to connect and calibrate the PRYSM for scanning. But the app has four big objectives, and we will go into them. As I told you, obviously the first one is that you can scan. You can scan yourself and or scan a customer, and the scan data is complemented by a questionnaire, which collects general information about your personal life, fitness, nutrition, and supplementation. This also applies when you are scanning a customer. This way, we ensure that the app doesn't only have the Prisma score to do the recommendation, but also additional information about your context, about your life. So the second one is learn. With the score and the personal information, the app can teach you how to improve your score. And in addition to receiving guidance right after the scan, you can also find more insight in the learn section. It's what you say right now on the screen. Information about nutrition, always, fitness, lifestyle, and supplementation. And after the scan, we are taken to the one of the most important parts, right? Is the recommendation, recommends. Is one of the key goals of the device and this app to recommend PRISM certified products. So in the final part of the scan, we find AI powered product recommendation that best match each profile in relation with the scan and the questionnaire response. And what happened after the recommendation? So we are asking people to subscribe. The goal is to encourage your customer to set up an EDR subscription. And as a brand affiliate on your app, you can click on quick share. You can see there on the screen and send them a product offer link so they can purchase the product and they can create on their own their ADR to receive every month with a consistency the Prisma certified product. So these are the four big goals of the app. But now I will give you a little update about the about what happened when you scan a guest. If when you scan a guest, you can click on Open Scan. Is when you don't want to keep any records of the people. For example, a large event with a lot of people, you want to promote only some knowledge about the device and not to prospect, not to prospecting. So we don't need you can click on Open Scan. However, if you want to keep some records of your customer, click on Info Scan, and then when you will create when you will click on Scan a Guest, you can create a profile. So we can see now in the video how it's happened. So let's say Info Scan. Now Scan a Guest. And on the top, you can see Add New. So you can add new and insert the email, name, last name, country, the phone. But we are using already a customer that have been already logged on, and we are scanning them. So we are doing the scan, and after the scan, the app will give not only the scan result but some recommendation as the app does for you. On the recommend section, you will be able to reply with your customer to the questionnaire that you have on My Prisma profile. Like this, the recommendation, you can skip it as well, but if you do it with your customer, you will make sure that the app have a big understanding of this person's life to do the best on recommendations.
And afterwards, where do I find back those scans of guests?
Yeah, if you are asking that, it's because we have to speak about that right now on the next slide. So you can see here on the screen, you have the history tab on your app, and clicking there, you can see all the scans. So you can see all the scan, my scan, scanees, and assign. So Yeah, I will explain you on Scanis. You can see the scans or of all your customers. And when you click on one of them, for example, if you click on Tia driver, you will see the historic of all her scans. If you go to unassigned tab, you will see, as we said, the scan that doesn't have any records. So, for example, if you go to a big expo event and you don't have records of these people, you will find them there. However, you can assign the unassigned scan. You can add it to any profile at any time. So if you are in a hurry and you scan someone and the person gives you the contact data later, you can create the the profile later. So it's a good thing that this app permits you to do. I think it's very, very good for your business.
I think the app is great. First of all, it looks super nice, and as we said several times, it's very, very interesting, and very, yeah, intuitive. So thank you, Lorenzo, for that for today. That was already a lot. We will leave it here. We will give you some time to discover the device and the app, and we will come back in about a few weeks, beginning of January, with more information, a new chapter about business aspect of PRYSM.io and the certified product, and how basically it will help you to fuel your growth. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you so much, Lorenzo, for all the
Thank you
information.
too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you.